Congratulations, Internet. You found yourself on the couch with Adam.
And Jessica.
Both of us simultaneously. What are we watching today, sweetie?
Tonight we thought we would take a look at one of the new rental releases. It just came out on Tuesday, May 23rd, and it is Get Out. It is a movie directed by Jordan Peele.
Ooh, yes, Jordan Peele.
Many of you know him from Key and Peele, the comedy sketch show, which is hilarious. And I've heard really good things about this movie.
I have too. I saw the trailer and my first reaction was like, meh, we'll see. Maybe we'll rent it when it comes out. And then other people I know have seen it and they said it was great. And I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's got a 99% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is practically unheard of.
Yeah.
And I think it's got a 71% or 7.1 on IMDb.
Awesome.
So we'll watch it, we'll let you know our thoughts, and see what will feel for you instantaneously.
But it's really under 2 hours runtime, hour and 49 minutes.
Which is good, because it is late.
The sacrifices we make for you, Internet. All right, get out of here. We're going to watch this movie. So what did you think?
I thought it was really good.
Okay.
It was well done, and I thought it was interesting. It wasn't your typical horror movie.
I agree. I felt it was pretty well done. I don't think it's worthy of like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think what this movie did really well was that it was sufficiently creepy.
Like, it was really creepy.
Throughout the entire movie, it had this sense of like, okay, something's wrong, and I'm not sure why I'm afraid, which is not really like scary.
Well, it was kind of like The Shining. Something's off, but it's kind of hard to describe exactly what.
Yeah, and it like if you watch the trailer for this movie, you can pretty much guess what's going on. Like it's a little predictable, but then there's a curveball at the end where you're just like, okay, that's an interesting twist on it.
But I mean, like, I think it plays into genre expectations while at the same time kind of saying, but like you said, there's a twist at the end.
Right.
That creates a really interesting dynamic, and it kind of makes you go, oh.
An interesting dynamic?
Yeah. I always like it when you've got a genre movie that, you know, as much as it feeds into your expectations and it says this is what this is, and you can kind of see the twist, you see the monster coming, and then it kind of subverts it and adds this different layer to it.
Okay. So it's like an onion movie?
Yes, it is an onion movie. Maybe more like a parfait, because everybody loves parfaits.
Where's that from?
Shrek. It's the donkey.
I think you're the only person I know that knows the other half of that line.
What do you mean? Who doesn't know that part of the line?
Everyone remembers the onion part. I
don't think anyone remembers the onion part.
No one.
I think everyone remembers the parfait part, because parfaits are delicious.
No, I think you're the only one.
I'm not. Please comment below to discuss who is right and who is wrong. I am right. Yep. Anyways, back to this movie.
I don't know. I did watch the trailer for this movie, and I don't know. There was just. I will admit that it was objectively well done, well written, and well, directed, acted. But there was just I really did not like all of the politicalness of the movie.
But that's sort of part of what makes the movie good.
Well, that's my point, is that it was an objectively good movie, but I did not enjoy it.
Okay.
Because of the political aspect of it. And I understand that it's, an important part of our culture to have these, important discussions, but I don't know, when the shoe's on the other foot, it's a little uncomfortable. And I don't
But maybe that's the point. Sometimes you've got to be uncomfortable, and that's kind of what this movie says. Is like it draws attention to something that you don't necessarily normally pay attention to.
Maybe, but it just came across to me as like, imagine if social justice and white guilt made a horror movie. It's Get Out. Like I think there would have been like a better way to present that you know that
Such as?
God, put me on the spot.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna say things like that, I am gonna put you on the spot. You would do it to me.
Okay, I can't think of anything right now, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a better way to present that side of things.
Okay.
And I think that, like, if you're somebody who, you know, takes their politics seriously, this is a pretty...
Don't take your politics seriously.
No, I'm not a very political person.
He's lying.
What? No, I don't. I never lie. I'm Truthful Adam. That's what they call me.
That is also a lie. It's important to be fact checked.
No.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I guess that was the only thing that really bothered me about the movie was the fact that it was like really like white guilt. There was a lot of that in there.
Okay, and I think it just pointed out something that, in an entertaining way, that you don't normally think about it, and it makes you uncomfortable, and that's the issue.
I think maybe you're right, but I think that this movie would have been equally effective if you took the race out of it.
I don't know that it would have, because that's sort of the point of the movie, is that racial dynamic is kind of saying this is what people go through on a daily basis that maybe we aren't aware of because of our privilege.
No, I disagree.
He disagrees so much.
So much do I disagree. Like, okay, you use that word privilege, like right in the, right after the main actor meets his girlfriend's family for the first time, and he's talking to his girlfriend's father, played by
Bradley Whitford.
Joshua Lyman. Yeah.
The actor's name is Bradley Whitford.
No, it's Josh Lyman. He is the senior co-vice president.
No, because he played that role once does not mean that is who he is.
No, that's exactly who he is. Josh Lyman. I don't even know who Bradley Whitford is.
Well, he was the dad in this movie.
Anyway, he describes himself as being a traveler, and I think the phrase he uses is like, oh, it's such a privilege to be able to experience someone else's culture. And like from that, like that's the moment in my life I can mark that I lost respect for Bradley Whitford.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You're still
okay,
gonna
maybe not all respect, but I lost a little bit of respect for him. I'm like, really, Brad?
Why did you lose respect for him?
Because of the whole political thing. It was just like, okay, there's, you know, that line particularly served no other purpose in the movie than to say that white people are privileged.
No, it didn't. It is foreshadowing.
Of what?
I can't tell you because it would spoil things for the audience.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. But it is an excellent use of foreshadowing now that you mention it.
No, I don't think...
I know that wasn't your point, was to show that it was foreshadowing, but it very much was. I'm right, and this frustrates him?
No.
Yes.
No.
Also,
you're wrong about so many things.
Okay.
Okay, so my bottom line is that it is an objectively good movie that is sufficiently creepy I personally didn't enjoy it because of the political aspect. But I would say it's worth the rental. It's worth seeing at least once.
And I thought it was really well done. A special shout out to the composer of the music. I thought the music was super effective in this movie and created a lot of the tone and tension throughout.
Some of it was good. I don't know. Some of it was just sort of like, okay, that's creepy for creepiness sake,
But it's a horror movie.
throw in some comedy once in a while. Maybe somebody gets hit in the face with a pie. Like, is that too much to ask from a horror movie? A pie in the face.
Possibly, yes. I don't know. Watch it when it comes out in September, and let's see if someone gets a pie in the face in that.
I'm gonna throw a pie in somebody's face just to spite the producers of that movie. No.
Okay. We've clearly crossed a point in the evening where we are tired, and it's time to go to bed. I definitely recommend renting it. It is a good movie. It's very well done.
That's it.
All right.
We're gonna go to bed. You're not invited.
You're really not.
Get out of here, internet.
Good night.
Bye.